Morning, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Kyle's Daily Bad Words of Wisdom. Today, I'd like to share something with you, something my uncle came up with. My great-great-great-great-uncle, Benjamin Franklin. It's his daily plan. Benjamin Franklin's life plan to organize your life and your thoughts. And the idea is that before you go to bed, you basically open up this book that you lay out. And it's quite corny, may seem, but it's these basic elements of what's important to you. And it's your long-term, your short-term goals, so your like retirement type of goals, long-term, your mid-term goals, so what we need to get done in the next 2 to 3 months, depending on what your situation is. For me, I don't look too far around the corner. And then your immediate goals for what we need to do this week. 3 different clear pages. For me, my long-term goals would be to work on maybe my YouTube here and truly branch off and become some super internet global P-button, you know what I'm saying? But that ain't gonna happen overnight. I have kids and shit, so I don't get to worry too much about that. That's long term. I worry this much about it on the pie, man. That's not even a quarter. The idea is in your midterm goals. So whatever it is applicable for you. And then it's not just this. The next page. We want to look at what our core values are. And we want to list 5 things. The things that are important. Not just why I need to do this. I need to get to work. I need to have my checkbook balanced and all this. But, maybe individually put your kids down there. Or a grandparent. Someone in your life that you need to, you're trying. Whatever it is in your life that those things, those triggers in your mind that need to be their own page. What drives you in your life, right? And we come back to those. Those are our values. We put our car payment, don't go here. So, the idea is before you go to bed, we look at this. And the first thing you want to do, look at your long-term goals. What little thing can I do tomorrow to potentially help my long-term goal, which is years and years off? And for me, this is just this stupid video right here. So I'm going through my list before I go to bed. My midterm goals, I'm going through the stages of what's going on for work for the week for me. I'm thinking about, there's not a whole lot going on in my rotation. I got birthday coming up, kids events, yearly things, I'm maybe going to plant some crops this year, but I'm getting a little late, but, that's my midterm goals for me. I'm not planning 2 master moves and trying to get my credit up. So that's my midterm, right? And then my immediate goals tomorrow were just to get some laundry in the fucking washer. So I did that last night. Immediate goals, last thing to look at. And you just run through what can you do tomorrow to help your long-term goals tomorrow. And for me, I've got a side job going on. So I'm going to try to, phase that into my day tomorrow. But you're looking at your core values of what those 5 points. So for me, it's my kids. Church is always on the weekend, but again, today's Saturday. But anyway, get too much into that. So I just basically laid out what I'm going to do the next day. But instead of only simply thinking about how I'm going to, I know I have a stressful day today, But that doesn't mean I need to go to sleep with a stressful mind about it tomorrow. I just simply thought about everything that I need to do. I can't change my whole life tomorrow, but I could build a pyramid in my backyard one day at a time if I had perfect pieces somewhere, and I could pick up that first piece and start from the core and work my way out. It might end up perfect if I'm lucky, but it's not going to happen by me tripping over my core goals to selfishly move forward, is what I'm trying to say. And I think a lot of times that's what trips people up in your own mind. You know what you're doing might be led by selfish desires. So then you might even have that little click in the back of your mind that, what would you call it? Your conscious. Are you really ringing true to what's important to you? What is important to you? Because that's what's gonna, when you wake up in the morning, that's what's gonna give you a clear mind. Just move forward the next day. So, I hope that helps anybody out there. And it's actually out there. It's a Benjamin Franklin plan. He made a whole calendar and stuff, but he was like the president. I just do my little daily thing. Bad words. Fuck yeah. There's bad words. Anybody wondering about the bad words? Peace.